Today I'm going to do a review on the VEVOR SSB bar. I've always kind of wanted one of these. I got kind of primed to get one because I'm recovering from a distal bicep tear. Can't do anything like using the bicep or compromising that arm in any way. So doing normal squats, holding the bar is kind of out. I don't have a leg press or hack squat out in the garage, and I'd like to be able to work out here if possible. I've got some leg extension stuff I do on the Bowflex, but this is going to be a way I can get back into squatting. Still trying to go fairly heavy, and even with this, if a SSB bar is made correctly, like your drop and everything, you're balancing, it should be able to sit on your shoulders, and you pretty much, if you have good squat form, it just stays on your shoulders. You don't have to hold the thing. So I'm not really having to hold with this arm, and just holding with one arm is enough. So if you're looking to be able to do some squats with recovery and everything, now loading, you have to be careful. That's the thing, you got to be careful. I've figured out a way to do it that I can use just this one arm because I've got to be careful with this. I cannot compromise this. The surgery went great, by the way. It's good to be back out here. So I'm just going to go through some movements with this so you can see the bar, see how it balances. I've watched a bunch of reviews on, Bells of Steel, Rogues, Titan. There are two different ones they have. People said all kinds of reviews on those. Just kind of seeing how this compared for what I thought, because the big thing is, if you go to VEVOR's website, I think it says this is like 260 something, 280 something, so almost close to 300 by the time you get it shipped. I just so happened to scroll through Amazon, and this bar was on there for 167. Okay, this is a solid bar. I think it comes out to like 48 pounds. It's not the three-piece bar that bolts together that people act like is junk. Some people say they're okay, but they're not rated very high. This is a solid bar that's rated up to, I think, 1,500 pounds is what it says. I'll never know. I'll never put that much weight on it. But it's got the, the spinning collars on here and everything. Made just like a normal barbell. These that thread in, as you can see, quite a bit of thread on them. Okay, it's welded in here. Handle solid tubing, goes all the way up in there. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so that's almost like a 3/4 inch bolt that screws up in there. Plenty of threads. There are some brands, I believe Bells of Steel, that have all these different length attachments that you can get. I don't know if they're the same thread pattern. If they are, you can buy them. They would be interchangeable. That's so there's spider grips that are longer, that curve down. Those look pretty cool, especially if you're in this kind of condition, you need a little more leverage. So far, these seem fine. They screw back in pretty easy. The padding and everything seems really nice. It seems, it's firm, like it's not going to give out real easy. At the same time, it's pretty soft compared to especially a normal bar. I don't mind normal barbell squats. I prefer low bar over high bar, long femurs. But this being more like a high bar scenario, actually I want to hit my quads more, so it's great for that. But I'm going to go ahead and get under the bar here just a second and let you kind of see how it looks, how it works out. I'm enjoying it so far though. Like I was saying earlier, the balance on this is really good. And just no hands here, keeping good form. It just stays right on there, which is great. I can do one hand, not have to use this one at all. So I'm really enjoying that. I know this isn't a lot of weight. I'll put some more weight on it later and see how that feels. But this feels great right now. The padding, everything. Yep. That's my homemade monolift system there. I wish I could get it a little bit higher, but my rack kind of runs out. So I get a taller rack at some point or make some more modifications. The padding feels really good. Plenty of space inside. Solid bar. Like I said, around 48, a little bit heavier than standard bar, 48 pounds. 2-inch collars. Everything fits the same, 2-inch plates. Yeah, so for the price, compared to those other brands, and you're looking at $300+ for almost any of those other brands, plus shipping, whatever else, unless I don't have free shipping. Like I said, I got on there seeing reviews. People were like, oh great, there's finally a solid bar that's affordable. So I read the reviews on it. I was like, okay, well, we'll give it a try. You're asking yourself how I do it. This is how.
hardest part of lifting this right now is not having music playing, because I don't want to get demonetized, and you have that background music playing that normally happens, unfortunately. Now, another question some of you are going to have is, what is the measurement where the bar breaks? Because you may have a bigger rack. This is like the Hulk Fit, whatever one. I got it at a liquidation place for like 120 bucks, so hard to pass that up. So my rack is 49, right at 49 inches, you know, inch over 4 feet. The break of the bar, I believe, is right at 4 feet. Yeah, really close, almost. So the break of the bar is almost as wide as the rack. So if you have standard J-cups here, if they're the full width of the rack, that's going to get really, like, right there at the edge of it. So when you rack it, it's just going to be right there before it starts breaking. If you have like the, you know, thinner aftermarket ones, or some have just the standard ones, they're, you know, inch and a half thick, it's just going to sit right in there, similar to how these are. Okay, but it's going to fit either way unless you have an extra wide rack for some reason. If you've paid all that money, you probably have the money to buy one from Rogue that's longer. Add to your collection of expensive things. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to try to do as much as I can out here going through recovery. For anyone that watches the channel that wants to kind of follow up and see how it's going, physical therapy is going great. It's good to be out here in the garage doing something. This is the VEVOR, VEVOR bar. It's the 1500. There's one that's like a 700-pound one that's not this one. I don't know if it's a 3-piece. It may be a 3-piece one. This is a solid bar. I got this one on Amazon for $167.99, I think. So check that out if you're looking for a cheap option on that. I'm going to do a review on this belt at some point as well. This is just a, I guess what you call an off-brand belt, but man, it had some good reviews compared to like SBD and some of these other brands, Pioneer, and I'm liking it. I didn't realize what a difference a lever belt, thick belt like this would make compared to like my, you know, Velcro belt. So I'll do a review on this pretty soon. Really like this belt. The quality is awesome, and it's way cheaper than some of the other ones. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be coming out soon.
What a strange person.